If you've been thinking about a move to East Texas, there is no doubt that Bullard, Texas has been on your radar. So in today's video, we're going to do all things Bullard, Texas. So let's get into it. As always, we want to thank you for checking out our newest video today about Bullard, Texas. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to our channel so that way you get all the notifications as we drop our newest videos. Additionally, we want to remind you we want to be your real estate friends in East Texas. So if you've been thinking about a move, we would love to connect with you to see how we can help. We've got all of our information in the banner above. We've got cell phone, email, whatever it may be. Reach out by call, text, email. We can set up a Zoom. We'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment and we'll get back to you. All right, so in today's video, we're going to get into all things Bullard, Texas. We've got a couple home tours. We've got interviews with locals. We're going to go over the details about Bullard and everything that you might need to know if you're considering making a move to Bullard, Texas. All right, so why would you want to move to Bullard, Texas? I think the four big things that stand out to people are the great schools, its location, newer development, and having a small town feel. So here's a little bit about Bullard, Texas. They've got about 4,200 people. It's grown a little bit over the past few years as people are moving south from Tyler to kind of get a little bit more affordability and value. As you can see from the map here, we are only 14 minutes to Target from Bullard, Texas, 26 minutes to the hospitals, and about 29 minutes to downtown Tyler. So you can see it is not a very far drive to get to anywhere in Tyler if you're living in Bullard, Texas. Additionally, the schools are a big thing. You've got 6 different campuses. You've got Bullard Early Childhood, Bullard Primary, Bullard Elementary, Bullard Intermediate, Bullard Middle School, and Bullard High School. So while having 6 different schools, the grade levels are going to be broken up a little bit, non-traditionally. And one of the big reasons they do that is just because as they build and grow, they try to make use of those older buildings without, just building something brand new. In addition, Bullard schools are phenomenal. They're an A-rated district, and one of the biggest reasons that people are drawn to Bullard specifically are the schools. They do have a 4A classification, meaning they're kind of in the middle. They're not TISD, they're not White House ISD, but they're also not ARP ISD. So they're kind of sitting in the middle. It's a good sized school, probably 700 to 800 kids in the high school for perspective. There are about 100 to 150 new homes being built in Bullard in 2023. And for me, that's one of the things that I think of when I think about Bullard. It's newer development, newer homes, more yard space, things of that nature. So that's kind of a little bit about Bullard, Texas. All right, so in this next part, we are going to give you a couple different interviews with locals. So stay tuned and listen to what they love about Bullard.
What do you like most about Bullard, Texas?
Yes. Oh gosh, I've been in Bullard for probably 8 years now. My husband and I actually moved here for the schools. I would say the Bullard ISD schools are probably the best in East Texas. And we were having some kiddos and we thought that's where we want to be. That's where we want our kids to go to school. So that's really what brought us here. And we love it. Everybody's super friendly and neighborly. It's a quaint little town. It's just far enough outside of the bigger town of Tyler to where everybody kind of knows everybody, and it's just, you're not living big city, but you're close enough to all of
to
them.
enjoy all the amenities. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
What would you say your least favorite thing is about Bullard?
I would say the taxes.
That's a good answer.
The taxes they're high because the schools are so good, but it's still less than paying for private school.
Yeah, good point.
So, you're going one way or the other.
That's right.
But I would definitely say the taxes are probably the thing that kind of kills us. But, it's worth it. It's investment. That's what it is. It's investment into your kiddos and into your family. The marketplace here is growing. I would say that is something that could continue to grow. This place here, we're at a cute little coffee shop and little boutique, and I would say this is such a neat place for Bullard. It gives us a place to have community and coffee and get to have some really, really neat gifts and very in style boutique-y finds.
Absolutely.
However, I would say Bullard struggles a little bit in the marketplace area, but it's huge and growing in families. So I would love to see Bullard grow more in the marketplace.
Yeah, I think it's truthfully a matter of time
I
before
do
it
too.
catches on.
I'm with you. I think that's very true.
So
yeah.
you said that you're not a native to Bullard,
Right.
but Texas.
Yes.
If you were to provide a piece of advice to someone that's relocating here to Texas, what would that be?
Yes. Bring your shorts and your tank tops and your fans and your flip flops, all the things to keep you cooled off, because it gets really, really hot here, and it's just a different kind of heat. You almost need a swimming pool. So if you're house shopping, look for a house with a swimming pool or access to a pool, in some private club or something, because it's just unbearably hot.
It's warm. Well, hey, I appreciate your time today.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your favorite thing about Bullard, Texas?
My favorite thing is definitely going to be the community. Everyone is just so nice and they're friendly and definitely cares about their neighbor.
Okay. What is something you don't like about Bullard?
School time traffic, that's pretty bad.
So it's congested, I guess.
It gets a little congested, but hey, if that's the worst thing, it's really not that bad of a place.
If somebody was moving to Bullard, what is something you think they should know?
Oh, definitely. Like, there are a lot of resources that can help you. Just everyone is so welcoming. They're very kind. So you can definitely talk to your neighbor as community members. And because Bullard just has so much to offer, that if you need something done, a lot of it can just be done in our town.
Well, thank you very much for your time. All right, so what is in Bullard, Texas? There's a couple really solid restaurants. You have Hondo and Shorty's, which is a burger place. It's got a 4.5 rating on Google. You also have Milano's, which is kind of a pizza and beer joint. It has a 4.3 star rating on Google. You have Benito's, which is a newer Italian restaurant in Bullard. It's got a 4.5 star rating as well. You also have Taco El Conquistador a little bit further south of town that has a 4.1 star rating on Google. One of the finer dining places is going to be Keepersall Estates. It is just that, kind of a fine dining place. They've got a mixture of American type foods, but it is kind of like a steakhouse type place. They have their own wine, their own vineyard, things like that. So Keepersall Estates is a really nice upscale place to go check out as well. And it actually has a 4.8 star rating. So it's a wonderful place to go for special occasions or just a really good meal. Additionally, you have a lot of fast food places there. You've got Subway, Sonic, Whataburger, a couple donut places as well. So you do have some food choices within Bullard. All right, so we're going to do our first house tour now. This one is priced at about $550,000. You can see what that's going to get you in Bullard, Texas. So we're in that next price point here, $550,000 at Bushbuck Way in Bullard, Texas. You got a little over 2,600 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath. It's a really awesome house, lots of great attention to detail. You're gonna see those higher end finishes in a home like this. So let's go take a look. So immediately coming in through the nice big double doors, you're gonna feel the space. You've got very tall vaulted ceilings. You've got the beams exposed, so you've got a lot of great detail. Really nice built-ins, a beautiful stone fireplace from the ground to the ceiling that kind of flows into the kitchen. Obviously, continuing with the space here, you got a really big island, which is nice to have. A lot of attention to detail, like we talked about. At this price point, you're just gonna get more custom touches. You've got a really cool pot filler. Additionally, you've got the spice rack here, where it's concealed, but it's right next to the cooking area, which is a really nice feature to have. Tons of cabinet space everywhere, a beautiful dining room. Again, you still have no attention to detail missed. You've got the exposed beams, the cross section up there overlooking the backyard.
You've got this beautiful oversized master bedroom just off of the kitchen and separate from the other 3 bedrooms in this home, featuring trade ceilings with a shiplap finish and a beautiful view out back, flowing seamlessly into this ensuite here. Full-size walk-in closet, shower, and soaking tub. And one of my favorite features is the transition into the laundry room and the mudroom area.
One of my favorite features of this home is the back patio and backyard with a gas fireplace here for those winter evenings. I don't know, put a TV up there. I'm thinking, you know, like Monday night football, Saturday college football right here on the back patio with the kids playing in the backyard while all that is going on. This is a true entertainer's paradise.
So Bullard, Texas also has a pretty good sized grocery store, so you don't have to go into Tyler for that. Brookshire's, which is the dominant East Texas grocery store chain, sits right off of 69. You also have Dollar General for just quicker things, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, that kind of stuff for, you know, things if you don't want to go into Brookshire's. Additionally, there's quite a few small boutiques. You have Simply Adorable, Flint Gypsies, Big Rusty Horse, Timeless Treasures, and Salon Douglas. All are really good spots just to get a quick, unique gift. They'll also have some local kind of stuff to fit what you may be looking for as it relates to Bullard more directly. All right, so when we talk about real estate in Bullard, Texas, it actually has one of the highest median price points in East Texas at $405,000. And like we hinted on earlier, a lot of that has to do with just more newer development being built. There are more new homes being built in Bullard that are just going to continue to raise the price a little bit. Most of them, there are pockets and communities of neighborhoods that are going to be under 2,000 square feet, but a lot of them are being built over that, and that's what's driving up that average price point a little bit. Like we said, there are several newer developments, Cherokee Ridge, Windsor Estates, those type of places, the Meadows East, Pecan Valley, all those are kind of in the eastern portion of Bullard. They're all newer. Cherokee Ridge is being developed by Hunt Homes. The Meadows East, which is kind of attached to Cherokee Ridge, is going to be developed by multiple builders. Hunt is in there, but there's also several other builders that you'll find in the Meadows East. Windsor Estates are a little bit grander homes, probably 2,500 plus square feet on average, a lot of them being north of 3,000 square feet. Pecan Ridge and Pecan Valley are going to be the same. Very nice communities, very big homes, ranging anywhere from probably $500,000-600,000 up to north of $1 million. You're going to be on bigger lots in all of these communities largely. So that's where, you know, a lot of the development and newer homes are being built. Now, you also have two golf course communities. You have Emerald Bay and Eagles Bluff, both private courses. They have a lot of really nice homes because they do sit on the lake as well. You're going to have some very, very high-end real estate in these places, you know, multi-million-dollar properties. But each of these communities are also going to have homes under $300,000 and kind of, Eagles Bluff may not, but Emerald Bay definitely will. But they're all their own kind of little community with the opportunity and access to great golf. All right, so we are going to look at a couple more interviews to wrap up our interaction with the community and let you know what they loved about Bullard, Texas. All right, so what is the best thing about Bullard, Texas?
That it's small community. You get to meet people like Brian.
I think for me, it's the fact that my kids can run to restaurants, to the store, all that, without having to be like in Tyler and face Broadway and all that. So as they're learning to drive and all that, Bullard has enough options to give them things to do. And pretty much everything we have, place to eat, stores, high quality, clean. So they have what they need to have a healthy social life without me having to worry about them being on a crowded street. And then the other thing for us is it's also convenient when we want to go out or go to the store. Bullard kind of is the same direction for us. I can be at the Walmart on South Broadway or the Walmart in Jacksonville within a minute of each other. So it's positioned beautifully. And then same thing, we travel a lot for ministry. I'm a pastor. And so I go to Dallas and I go to Houston, and it's a great jumping point for both. So it's just been great for us.
Anything you don't like about Bullard?
For me, it's the no brewery. I'm a big brewery fan.
Okay.
And I mean, they have the winery across the street, which is perfect, the M6 winery. But having that brewery, just having that place to, like, for as an adult to go hang out and have that night, bring the dogs and hang out. But there's so many places, like they were saying, you can go do that here. There's a chance to go to the park and see it. But I would wish they just had a few more restaurants and that brewery, like just that family atmosphere that sometimes those breweries bring around.
And I think I would say the same thing, like a tap house or something where you could go, because I'm not a wine guy at all. So going, my wife and their friend, they love going down there, and that's a great thing. But having something like that, and the other two things for me would be, I would love there being an HEB just in East Texas, preferably Bullard. Brookshire's quit being a bully, but that would be life changing.
Yes.
And then I think it would be great if we could have like a large pool, aquatic something in Bullard itself.
Like a community.
Like a community pool, just some, even if it was just a big pool with a slide, just to where the kids don't have to go that far to have that opportunity. I think those would be my biggest three. An HB anywhere in East Texas. So we're from West Texas, and so that's the one thing hurting moving here.
Is there anything you think people who are moving here should know?
Be used to the slower pace. It's going to be what we call like, because I'm not originally from Texas, but it's kind of like island time. Things are going to get done when they get done. But it's definitely slower pace, which is, some people can't, they have to find that patience for to understand what it's going to get done.
And I would say, if you come here, come ready to be part of a community.
Yes.
Let your word be your bond, wave at your neighbor, talk to somebody in the grocery store. I'll go to the store for 3 items, and then my wife will say, you were gone for 30 minutes. And, well, I ran into so-and-so, and then so-and-so, and I agree completely. It's small town time. It's come here expecting for community and to enjoy just small West Texas life. It's nice.
What is your favorite thing about Bullard?
My favorite thing about Bullard would be my customers that come in every day. They're always here. They always help me out. And it's just a great place to work.
So tell us what your shop here is, I guess, so we can put that there too.
I have a coffee shop. I also have the antiques as well in here as well. We do sell baked goods and chicken salad sandwiches, really basic.
Awesome. What is something you don't like about Bullard?
The biggest thing that I would say would be our Chamber of Commerce. They only support people that are joining their little clique. So I get banned because they think I'm but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm for the community and I'm for them, but they never come to me for anything.
Okay, that's good. If somebody was moving here, what is something you think they should know?
That it's a great place to live, and everybody here is super nice. If you need something, there's always somebody here to help out.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate your time.
All right,
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
All right, so what is your favorite thing about living in Bullard, Texas?
I think my favorite thing would be the people. The community is amazing and everybody is very friendly and helpful. I see a lot of them come into the library and they love living in Bullard, and they love just having the access, I guess. It's a small town.
Sure.
And they get to be around a lot of their friends and family. A lot of families have moved here, definitely, because of the community. So great place to be.
If you had to say, what would be your least favorite thing about Bullard?
Well, my least favorite thing probably would be the lack of restaurants.
Gotcha.
It's hard to live right here in Bullard. You have to leave Bullard to get other things. To go out to eat, you have to leave Bullard. Okay, there's a few restaurants now, but we have the library that's here, but there's not a community center. There's not like a rec center or anything like that.
So just a lack of amenities.
Yeah, I'll say there's no other grocery stores, that kind of thing. But I would just say that we don't have a good infrastructure of other things that a city probably this size should have.
Gotcha. And then if you were to give a piece of advice to someone that was not from Texas but moving here, what would that be?
About Bullard?
Yes.
That it is, again, it's a very friendly community. Their schools are excellent. We do have the library, and we have all kinds of resources here. We can help them, once they move here. We get a lot of brand new families that are here. And again, just come and enjoy the people. And it's a little hot sometimes. But
just a little, right?
Just a little. But we do offer a lot of those kind of things at this facility, as to have people come in. I talk to the people next door over there at the city hall, and a lot and trying to get them to, we need some other things here in the city. So
Right.
when
Okay.
people move here, I think it's more people move here. Hopefully some of those things
It'll
will
continue to
happen.
grow.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, Carol, thank you for
You're
your time.
welcome. Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
So Bullard, Texas is a great family spot. They've got the Bullard Park that has a big newer section with a lot of space for kids to play. Additionally, as you can see, you've got the track to get around and walk while the kids play. You can go get some exercise and move around. They've got an older section attached to that. If it's a little too busy, there is a few things to do on that area. Additionally, there is a public golf course, Oakhurst Golf Course. They have the First Tee program there, which is a great organization that allows young golfers to learn the game, practice, and play. So those two things make it a really great family community. But I think what makes it the best part of Bullard being a family community is just kind of having that small town, slower paced feel. You're going to have all the same sort of options in terms of sports with baseball, soccer, softball, whatever it may be. But you also just have a smaller town feel that gives you a sense of community. You've got a Christmas parade. And just knowing a lot of your neighbors is going to have a really big impact on what makes this a great family community. So as promised, we've got an incredible home for you to check out. $1.5 million on Memory Lane in Bullard, Texas. Almost 9,000 square feet. And wait until you see the pool at the end. Truly an incredible home. Just stay tuned to check it out. So we're at Memory Lane in Bullard, Texas, listed at $1.5 million, a truly special home. It's got tons of great features inside. It's got over almost 9,000 square feet, tons of bedrooms, tons of common areas. It's even got its own movie theater. But really the most impressive part of the home is the pool. It's worth sticking around to the very end of the video to make sure you see that. It's really pretty special. So when you get inside, it definitely doesn't disappoint. We're gonna look real quick just in one of these small rooms with the office. You've got a lot of great detail, really incredible ceiling work with the wood inlay, beautiful built-ins just right off the front entry. Again, no detail missed. You've got really thick molding all throughout the house, which is just one of those touches when you're in a almost multi-million-dollar property that you're gonna find. This is a really nice touch too. It may not look like much, but this big rounded portion of the drywall here is very expensive and requires a lot more skill than just putting up normal drywall. So that's, just something that adds to the fine overall features. You've got a formal living room. We'll go outside and look at the pool in just a minute. We're gonna go into the monstrous master bedroom. Again, it is a ginormous space. You've got ensuite over here that is enormous as well, very fitting for the bedroom. Now, being built when it was, it is not completely updated and renovated. However, you do have a big space that allows for lots of options. But there's a really cool feature in here that you gotta check out if I can find the light. In the closet, you have a safe room behind this heavy, hidden bookshelf door. So come around the corner here, and you can see you've got this built-in safe room. You've got a place to store weapons or hide out if you need to. It is reinforced with brick and concrete, so in the event of the tornado that really never comes, you could have shelter in here. So as we move through the house, we'll work into what's probably your more common living area. You've got a half bath, a butler's pantry. But to me, this will be the area that you spend most of your time here. I would imagine your TV on that setup. You've got built-in surround sound system. You've got a great kitchen, very high-end appliances. You've got the built-in fridge, not a sub-zero fridge, but it is very big and nice. It sits flush with the counters, and you even have a very decorative space for all your wine storage as well inside of the kitchen. So again, some of the features, we did talk about the molding, but the detail and whatnot really adds to the luxurious feel. Down this hallway here, we've got one more bedroom with additional storage. It connects to the breezeway through the garage. When you come in here, you've got a really nice paint job, thick molding, top and bottom. Every bedroom has its own bathroom, full bath actually, which is a very nice feature, but not really uncommon in homes of this size. All right, we're gonna go upstairs. All right, so when you get upstairs, you've got a couple little landing areas that serve as great spaces just for formal seating, things like that. You've got a bookshelf over here with another secret area, not quite as cool as the other, so we're not going to open it up, but it fits in the bookshelf. As you follow the landing around, you've got bedroom number 3 up here. Again, very big, bright, lots of molding, and another huge bedroom or bathroom and closet attached. So we're still upstairs working our way through the rest of the home. You have another massive bedroom up here. It's got its own bathroom, large closet. We're gonna go out on the deck in just a minute to overlook the backyard, but we'll continue going through the rest of the house. So no $1.5 million property is gonna be complete without a theater room. It's a great space to really take in whatever it is you want to watch. You've already got built-in surround sound. You've got the really nice uplighting to kind of give you a very theatric feel. And across the way, you've got a half bathroom also. As we move through here, you've got another common space that just connects. We're actually sitting over the breezeway here. This is the main house, and then you've got the garage and this area on top of it. So you've got another bedroom in here. This one doesn't have carpet, so it's a little more echoey, but it's basically another bedroom here or another storage office, whatever you need it to be. You've got a full bath right across the way, and then you enter into another very big game room, hangout area, living space, whatever you want. So as we move through, we're still upstairs. You've got a nice little kitchenette area, which is maybe good for storing food, drinks, things like that. That will take you outside and overlook this incredible pool. You've got a nice grotto, you've got a large deep end, you've got a hot tub, tons of concrete work and all that stuff out here. You overlook a large pond, and you've got, because it sits on 2¼ acres, you've got a lot of space over here, back behind you and out to the side, so there's plenty of room to move around out here as well. So just off this primary living room, we work outside to the outdoor kitchen. It's completely finished on the inside. You've got lights, you've got wood on the ceiling, you've got a nice built-in brick stone kitchen. You even notice the detail of the archway there. Fully screened, so you don't have to worry about bugs and things like that, all while overlooking a great pool.
So the pool definitely doesn't disappoint. Really one of the most incredible pools I've ever seen. You got a big view out there.
Grotto here with plenty of seating underneath it. You've got a big deep end on this side. You've got a huge concrete pad to spread out over there that even has a nice fire pit. Truly an incredible spot. It fits for everything else with this house. And again, it comes in at $1.5 million. You're listed at about $165 a foot, almost 9,000 square feet. Really, it is bigger and better in Texas, and this home proves it. So thanks for checking out our video. If you have any feedback, we would love to hear from you in the comments. Again, we want to remind you that we are your real estate friends in East Texas. If you have questions about buying a home or what that process looks like, we have helped over 100 families make East Texas their home, and we would love to help you as well. If you have any questions, all our information is in the banner. You can reach out to us by call, text message, email, whatever it may be. We would love to hear from you. Additionally, if you are thinking about making a move, we have a group specifically about that on Facebook called Moving to East Texas. We've got almost 6,000 members and would love to invite you into that community so you can connect with other people who have made the move.